they likely to do that?
Yes, so the worms are in the water. So when you come in contact with the water and then the worm is in it, you get the infection. And mostly, I mean, those of us who has lived around the rivers before, sometimes you go to the river and then you step in the river and you feel like some small itch. Mostly, the itch are very, I mean, tiny, but you feel that itch. Immediately you feel the itch, it means this worm has entered into you. And once they enter into you, it takes 4 months to 6 months before they start to produce these eggs. And so the difficulty is that now the only drug that we use in treating this one is paracetamol. We don't have any other drug anywhere. And from literature, some of these women are resistant to the drug. They use the drug and they are, I mean, it's not effective. But because it takes this long time for you to be able to see whether they are producing it makes it also very difficult to know which of the worms are resistant to the drugs. We don't have vaccines. Of course, some people are working on it to get vaccines, but as of now, we don't have any vaccine. And so we are solely relying on this drug. And this is what Ghana government through Ghana Education Service and Ghana Health Service do every year. They go with paracetamol plus albendazole, and they give it to the school children once a year. And sometimes the year they come and government doesn't have money. And so if the government is not getting grants to go to the schools to go and do this, it means there's not going to be any treatment for that year. So this is the situation that we find ourselves. And so if you are using the water, going in and stepping in, and mostly when you go, those who use the water, they step into the water before they fetch it. And so it's not only by swimming in it. Once you get in contact with the water, you are likely to get the infection if the water is
It's therefore suggests that these worms enter the system through the pores. Right?
Yes. Yes, that
I
is
was
right.
thinking they enter through the genitals.
No. It's not. This is not sexually transmitted. So when I went to the funny thing is that when I went to Kwapro, the head mistress and the assistant were insisting that I should screen those people who are serving over there because they are concerned that maybe they may be infected. I told them even if the person is infected and once the person is not using the water from the river and is using the pipe water and the person is infected, it's not going to pass it to anybody. The only time you get this infection is when you come in contact with the water. And so I told them that, of course, if you want to know the health of, I mean, the people that are providing food for your school children, it's laudable, but it shouldn't be for this kind of business.
So double that again, doesn't mean it cannot be passed from one person to another.
The only time it can pass from one person is that if the person go to the river, go and bath in the river, deposit eggs in the river, the eggs will have to take some time to develop within the snail before it can infect human beings again. And so if you have right now, I can do everything with you and I'll not get some. But let me put this question, especially our females. Let's say I have this infection, right? And I'm urinating with the eggs. And I sleep with you. The eggs that are coming from me can be deposited in your vagina. It doesn't mean you have the infection. You don't have the infection, but you have the eggs pass from me to you. And because the eggs have that space over there, it can also cause, this moves within your vagina, even though you don't have the disease. And that is why it's a major concern of when it comes to HIV. Because if I sleep with you and I have this one and I deposit eggs in you, the eggs already make pores within your vagina. And so the HIV virus freely enters into you without struggling to break your membrane and anything. So this is the issue. So that's why nowadays when you hear schistosomiasis, everybody is talking about female schistosomiasis, because it's very easy for females because of the way our vagina is created, the bigger the space and it's very easy. It's very easy for you to get the S going to be done with a man. If a woman has
Yes, we are about
if let's say
our.
woman is infected and I sleep with a woman, because of the way my penis has been structured, it's very difficult for the woman to deposit the eggs into my penis. But it's very easy for me as a man to deposit the eggs into your vagina.
Yeah, yeah. Looking at the community along the river, I want to ask: did you also sample the rivers along that community to see the extent in which those eggs are in their rivers?
Yeah, so basically this is the work because the Kakuma River is very, very important to us, especially those who are living in the coast. Because that's where we get our water source, right? And so it's very, very important. But this river cuts across from Brimsu down, and the first tribute join at 20 years. And then it also passes through when you are going to Fusu there. And so all those communities have this kind of infection. And we are not attending to them. But we as a researchers, now the money I'm depending on my Nana, where I always go to him and say, Nana, can you give me some small money to go to the communities to go and take some urine and other stuff, And so the money is not there. And so we wanted to have a proof of concept that communities that are within along the Kaku River are infected. So we selected only 3 of them. That is a switchery, and we wanted the places where the river passes. So we took a switchery, Pakro, and then Akotochere. And now the nurses at Eswechi are insisting that I should add a Kakun, because Kakun do share and the children. So they are insisting, I told them that when I was seeking my permission from Ghana Education Service, I didn't tell them I want to do it there. So if I want to do that, I have to come back to Ghana Education Service, go back to Ghana Health Service again. But now that we have evidence that these diseases are there, it's more easy for us to work together to help out to find a way to improve the disease along this.
So we also think that for the screening, we've been doing it over and over again. I find it the same thing. I think that the next phase is to have a stakeholder meeting like this. So now we are moving into focus group discussion. The best way, like we've all known, is to prevent the kids from going to the river. Because if a river is moving from one community to the other, you solve the problem here. When the river is running through several communities, it will bring it back to you, no matter what you do. These kids are, and so if, for example, we intention some of the parents they send the kids to the river, I think we are supposed to, moving forward, also focus on them. I mean, let the parents understand the implications of all this, and then if they are able to, because you see, if a parent seriously talk to a child not to go to the river, then probably there will be something happening, something that we can actually, because children are very stubborn, and so when the children are going to the river, we may be recycling the same thing over and over again. I think the other part is for us to also look at how to curb the overproduction of these snails. And so it's part of the project, but we need plenty more, because we at a point in time, we may need to go to the river, look at the population of the snails, and then we cannot eliminate all of them because it will not be environmentally, what do we call it? Yeah, it will distort the ecosystem. But at least at point where these children frequent there, we will try to reduce the population of this snail bed so that life control it can be on the other. But it requires a lot of money. So if Ghana Education Service will give us and then
And another thing I want to add is that, of course, we have chemicals that can kill the snails.
Yeah.
But this chemicals is also poisonous to human beings. So you can't just go and dump them in the river. Once you know that other people go there to swim in it and some also use it. And so it's a very challenging situation. So, but now, as you said, the next phase, the actual next phase is a stakeholder focus group discussion. But we would like to have something like a forum first, where if we get the sponsorship, because bringing people from all ends together to come and meet for such forum for discussion require a lot of money. I mean, I can when you come at least I have to give you water, breakfast, or something. And so the next thing is that maybe we have to write and seek, sponsorship to be able to help us, so that all of us can come together. We discuss that, and then we'll move to focus group discussion. Focus group discussion are more serious one because we are searching for a solution, and we want everybody to bring his or her idea to play, so that we can find the right path of solving the problem. And so we think that if we are able to have a forum first, and we all are there, we all discuss, everybody bring their thoughts. Then from there, we can come together and in small groups of let's say 10 people and several focus group discussion, we can discuss and then come out with a better solution to solve this problem.
Yeah, thank you very much, Doc. I think we are happy that you have disseminated these findings. But some of them are scary, especially looking at class 5. I think they'll switch 45%. GHS 3 in 35%. That's very scary. And especially so looking at the effects on teaching and learning and on the individual persons themselves, their productive health and all that. I want to find out if there are plans or if you have done it already, how disseminate it with the environmental section of the CCMA. If you have done it or you are yet to. Because Nana is here, some of these issues border on the enforcement of food laws. And here in Ghana, all we say is that and God himself has rules that guide the environment. And so if we can assemble all the people who have the focus group discussion, because you cannot say that the child should not go to the riverside and all that. It's impossible. So what robust action you have to deal with this problem? Because the top shop, whatever, will come to us. We all meet, share ideas, but to be the boat lying there, nobody cares about it. But it takes robust action, dealing with communities, asking them, don't go to this side and all that, with rules enforced.
We agree that you can never do this without the community. Like you cannot be an outsider and you move into the community and you begin to profess solutions to their problems without their own involvement. It will not work. Now, for some people, they even have quite born one, but they prefer that their kids use the car. Sometimes for traditional things, sometimes for their own perceptions, or sometimes exactly what they believe in and all. And so, like the senior man is saying, the best way is to have the parents buy into the idea. Now, people think that even when you grow, it's part of growth. Yeah.
So there are some people who think that women have menses, and so once a woman starts, the first menses means that you are grown, and so some of our grandfathers also think that as a man, for them to be able to say you can produce at least once in your lifetime, you should be able to urinate blood. That means that you can produce. But that is not the case. So, these are some of the thoughts that when you go deep into the people have. So, when their young boys come to them and say, I will urinating blood, they tell them, oh, it means you are good. You can give birth.
It seems absurd, but if they are telling you, you know that this is what they really believe in, and they don't have any other way trying to change that kind of system.
So, like that was saying, we sent letters to almost every stakeholder, including CCMA. What we got from CCMA was just permission, and I think like that is saying we have to go back to them and present the findings also to them, because the whole issue will be not we as a researcher, and what we have done over and over the years is that we seek the permission, we go and take the result, we write the papers and publish them. Whether the papers gets to the stakeholders or not, we have done our part. But we think that that has not really solved most of our problems. It's better to engage with the stakeholders directly. Let them also see. And in Ghana here, anywhere you go, the problem is money. Yes, if you go there and tell them the environmental people, okay, now the people are disposing their waste close to the river. Can you provide them with a place to dispose their waste? They'll tell them there's no money. Okay, now the people do not have a stable pipe of water, or even if they have the stable pipe of water, because of their money issues, they are not able to pay for the water bill. Can we provide an alternative source that are very safe, that they do not have to pay? They'll tell you there's no money. And so everything has, we have come to a standstill because anywhere you go, you turn your head, people will tell you there's no money. And so it's better to live within,
One of the reasons why we are here as guide businesses, I think they plan policies, and so I think that they may also have a way to push some of these agendas in terms of policy and all that. If you have Ghana Education Service, if you have Ghana Health Service, and like what's the saying? If you go to the environmental protection agency, now we can only as researchers at the point in time offer suggestions and also give the situation on the ground. Now, if the policymakers now agree that this is really something that we don't make policies, and some of these things, I'm not a chief in this environment, but it doesn't mean that where I am, this thing is not there. I'm a lecturer at the University of Cape, but we can solve a problem, we are trying to solve a problem. When we are able to get a sustainable solution, I have no problem pushing it to where I am, and that is how we do it. But we don't make policies, and so when we are going around doing the presentation, presenting the situation on the ground, we hope that these policymakers, which of course Ghana Education Services part, would actually push this agenda fast. And then when there's a consensus, what we are trying to do, then even if we prefer solutions and then the policymakers are not including it into the policy, we cannot do it. That is why you always see that Ghanaian researchers, we don't do anything. But then we do. I personally work on guarantee a lot. I have a lot of public work on guarantee. I've been on TV, talk about that. But that thing that we can do specifically. Now without policy and enforcement of the policy, we have no power over. We are unable to do that. That is one of the reasons why we are here.
So on that, would I give the last stage to Chief to say something before we say one? If there is nothing, then on behalf of the Director Management of the Cape Coast Military Education Directorate, we should thank you for your work. This is indeed an act of Solomon, and we believe that those who are supposed to work on it to ensure it